Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the TV4 Football Game of the Week. This afternoon, a very special presentation from Crestwood, Illinois, as the Chicago Mavericks take on the Force of Illinois. John Traub, Glenn Morgan, glad to be with you once again. How you been, buddy? It's been a while.
All right, man. The summer's been good to me, even though the heat's been kind of mean to me. But other than that, enjoying it and looking forward to the fall season coming up. We got a little bit of semi-pro football out here in the South Suburban area, our first time doing it. And a good opportunity for everyone to look at people that they may have followed through their high school career, see what they're doing some years later.
Absolutely. The Force of Illinois, the 1998 Mid-States champs with a record of 12-3 a year ago, well on their way to being a force once again in the league, of 4-0 coming into this afternoon's ball game. The Force will receive. Back to receive is Guy Narduli. And he's got running room across the 35 near the 37-yard line. First and 10 Force from there.
To about the 43-yard line. First and 10 for the Force.
Number 34 kind of looks like Walter Payton right there. Gets the replay. Up and away, our first kick of the season. Good snatch by Narduli. Takes it, finds a little hole, and falls forward. I always want to fall forward. And it looks like we have an early injury out there on the field. Can't quite see the number at this point. And injury is always a concern and worry. The Mid-States Football League is a non-for-profit football league, so these guys are doing it out here without a paycheck. So when they say they're doing it for the love of the game,
absolutely,
they most definitely are.
Caesars Park in Crestwood, 141st and Kenton, just south of Hawkinson Ford Field.
Nice field.
Yes. And right on cue, George Carpenter not letting the summer get to him. Look at that. Nicely done. Hawkinson Ford Field.
A little history on the Force, all about them. You can catch their website at www.endzoneshots.com/force underline history.html. And basically about the Force, this minor league football team was established in 1987 as a charter member of the Midwest Football League. And it was once owned and coached by Don Stramaglia. Now, the Force is a non-for-profit organization, as I mentioned to you earlier, John, and it promotes good athletic competition between the nation's best minor league or semi-pro football teams across this nation. Now, some of these teams that are included are the Racine Raiders, Kane County Eagles, Kalamazoo Tornadoes, Detroit Seminoles, and obviously these two teams right here. We get a
Let's give him a hand, everybody.
Number 15, Mike Thomas.
Yeah, Mike Thomas down there being helped off.
6'2", 205 defensive back. Now, being helped off carriage, you can see. Never a good thing to see, but we assure you that he will get top-notch medical treatment. There are ambulances here as well as medical. He's going to try and walk the rest of it off.
First and 10, Force. From the the 42-yard line. Maybe the 44 as we don't have the 5-yard markers here, so you have to trust us. The first game of the season and trusting us, that's scary.
Stillare.
Stark under center, and he's back to throw on first down. He's under pressure, heaves to far side, and that's to be well over the head of his intended receiver. Down the far sideline as he felt the rush and put one up.
And Fletcher Davis has some speed, but not enough speed to catch up with that one. Stillare kind of led him by about 5 yards. But Fletcher Davis, wide receiver, he's the most valuable player, MVP offensive player in the league for last year, 1998. Now he's out of Bloom Trail, so anybody out in Chicago Heights area who's familiar with Fletcher Davis, here's your opportunity to see what he's doing.
Oh, check out the white helmet there. You think we have an oversized head there? What do you think?
I think that's just to point him out as a very unique and special individual to the team. He's the guy to watch out for. That's still the other team on.
A second down, 10 yards to go. We'll call it from the, let's do the 43-yard line this time.
43, 42.
High formation backfield, and the give is to the running back, Jeff Mowry.
Turns it up.
Mowry's got running room across midfield inside Maverick territory to near the 40-yard line. It'll be first and 10 Force.
Yeah, great run by Maurer. You catch it right here in the replay.
First down for the Force.
And it looks as though it's a bit of a right off tackle. Turned it up. And a good run by Maury. And those of you who remember him from this Carl Sandburg days, he's a 2-year starter out of SIU. and he was that team's offensive rookie of the year. And he's also the #2 rusher in the league as of last year, 1998. So Maury turning on the Jets there. 5'8", 175. So kind of a scat back, so to speak.
1st and 10 force from the Maverick 40. Stallworth to give and a fumble. The fullback, I do believe he recovered his own fumble.
Yeah, Tavadian, that could have been bad news for the force there, but Tavadian kept with it. Good eye coordination, kind of a mishandle there.
He recovered his own fumble on the play.
Didn't quite have it, but able to cover it up. So smart play by Tavadian, not trying to make more out of what was already a bad situation.
All right. Tavadian.
Yeah.
Well, 43, 42-yard line, whatever.
Yeah, it's preseason for everybody, right?
We'll give him a gain of 1 on that, so a 2nd and 9 just inside the 40. Affirmation back to it once again. And they give this time Maury plenty of running room inside the 30, cuts it back. Maury to the outside, Maury to the 10, and tripped up inside the 10, taken down at about the 4-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle.
Maury on the handoff around the right side, down to about the 3-yard line.
Maury looking very good, kind of like Emmitt Smith here at the lead draw. Right there, follow the fullback. Good block, got in his way right
Pick up
there.
of about
Good
37 on the play.
Almost snatched from behind, 46. We don't have him on our roster, but nonetheless, a great touchdown saving tackle by, remember, Vince Wallace. We just got that information. Vince Wallace on a touchdown saving tackle by the Mavericks.
Tavasian, the fullback, Maury. Dot in the eye on 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. And the give is Tavasian, and he's in for the score.
And Tavasian making
Give
good.
to Tavasian in for the touchdown.
Almost fumble, mishandle earlier. And Tavasian, number 31 for the Force, pounds it inside, keeps the legs churning, and we have our first score of the evening.
5-play, 60-yard drive by the Force, taking the early lead.
Got 11 guys in there. 11 guys in there.
Christian Friedrich, place kicker. That name sounds familiar. Where's he from?
Well, Frederick's out of Texas A&M.
Frederick's kick is good, and the Force take a 7-0 lead.
College football, you're probably familiar with that.
With 11:35 to go in the first quarter.
It used to be the Southwest Conference, which is now the Big 12. So it makes that conversion pretty
Force fans
easily.
will see the lovely and talented Laura making her way through the stands for the
lovely and talented Laura.
drawing. Tickets are...
So the Force, definitely a force on their first drive of the game, going 60 yards in 5 plays.
Well, I remember that first play, John, was to Fletcher Davis. Although it wasn't a completed play, it kind of stretched out the defense a little bit.
Gotta loosen them up, definitely.
Oh, definitely. And not only that, but just the running of Maury. You have to talk about that. I mean, obviously, the 2 big plays, followed his blocking very well. And a guy had the Jets turn it on, got to the outside, and was hard to bring down.
Well, that's going to be nice for Stolaric when he goes back to throw any kind of play action.
Oh,
is going to freeze those linebackers in the defensive backfield.
Exactly. Not only that, but you got to remember too that Maury got the ball a couple of times, but also the the fullback got the ball as well. So you don't know who's going to get the ball, and the fullback scored on that play, so they have to honor that, and they also have to honor the speed of Maury. So the Force coming out, bump in Force.
Hey,
with a strong touchdown. Now, one thing that should be made mention about the football in this league is that a lot of it is going to be running. And reason being, a lot of these guys have families, work, and it's just difficult to get everyone out here to practice. And as such, timing passing plays just aren't going to work as well. So you'll see a lot of running.
This is Graves. He takes it from his 5-yard line, about the 30.
For the Mavericks.
And 1st and 10 Mavericks.
The 31-yard line.
So we get to see what kind of offense the Mavericks have here. And it looks like we have another injury. But,
a little bit of a stinger.
Yeah.
That's Mike Edgar coming off under his own power. Uzi on that tackle. Ooh. I think he might got a helmet on the arm there.
Yeah. Seems to be doing all right.
He'll be all right. About 11 o'clock tonight, that's not going to hurt at all, is it?
No, not at all. Not with those 3 packs of ice all over it.
Right. We'll call it the 31-yard line, 1st and 10 Mavericks. John Wyatt, quarterback for the Mavericks. The backfield of Lamont Holloway and Jamie Epps, number 5 and number 19. Come a shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers on first down. And what they do, they run. They give this to Holloway. And, oh, is he taken down? He was down first, and the ball came out. But, oh, what a tackle at the knees. Give me a number, will you?
Number 94 on the tackle there, and that, my friend, is Doug Barnes. So Doug Barnes, outside linebacker, stepped up, laid the hit on Holloway. Thought he had some room, was going outside. No, I don't think so, my friend. Took out his legs, and you can't run without legs, my friend.
That is textbook right there. Hit the guy low. Absolutely. Lead with the shoulder and hit him low. Well, Holloway did manage to gain a yard on the play, 2nd and 9 from the 32.5. Actually, on that, between the 30 and the 40, we do have a 5-yard stripe there, so we'll be all right. High snap. Wide receiver screen through the hands of the intended receiver, number 82.
Intended for Bailey.
That's Bailey.
3rd down and 9.
3rd and long.
For the Mavericks.
82 would be Nelson Kane for the Mavericks.
All righty.
And Nelson Kane, leading receiver on the team. That one right through his hands. Nelson Kane with 4 receptions, leading.
For the ground maintenance here today.
Cool. Just in, I'll be getting a uniform at halftime.
I'd love to go under center myself.
I brought my gloves with me.
Let's go. Tell you what, we'll play on this field, then we'll go over to Hawkins and Ford Field. I'll play some center field. Let's do it.
So Nelson Kane right there, number 82 to the near side. As I mentioned before, is a leading receiver, 4 receptions, 104 yards on the season, 25 yards a catch. So
3rd down and 9, and this is a quarterback draw. Would appear Wyatt. Actually, he's the far side, and it's picked off by number 21, Will Creighton. And I thought that Wyatt was going to tuck it under and run as he was flushed from the pocket to the right. Threw it off balance, and the pick, the result.
We'll catch right here on the replay, and Wyatt under pressure early on, even out of shotgun formation, does have very little time. Pressure coming to his left side, flushes him to the right, throws on a run, way behind the receiver. Creighton saw it all the way, picked it off. Forced football. Good shot at Creighton right there. Out of Simeon High School, Will Creighton is, and he's a 3-year starter. And also went to the College of DePage, where he started for 2 years and was an all-star there as well. So Creighton showing the hands and the moves that have made him a starter in this league.
The Force with the lead and the ball inside the territory of the Mavericks. Man in motion to the bottom of your screen. And they give this to Mowry. Mowry with a wide gap. Mowry breaks it back to the outside. Mowry still on his feet inside the 20, taken down near the 18-yard line.
Hand off to Mowry. He takes it down to about the 18-yard line. 1st down for the Force.
Gain of about 25.
And Mowry just having his way with the Mavericks right now. And the offensive line doing an excellent job as well, making it very easy for Mowry to find the holes. And you see right there the speed, cut back right there. And 34 stops him up just enough for a Maverick to come and make the tackle. Finishing off was Mike Sperancino. So once again, the Force find themselves inside the 20-yard line in the red zone. As of today, they're 1-1.
Man in motion is Porter at the top of your screen, and the give. No surprise to Mowry. Mowry breaking a tackle. This time he's going to be taken down near the 16-yard line. I think they'll give him 4 progress, maybe the 17. A gain of maybe 1 on the play.
Gain of about 1 on the play for Mowry.
Right there, Mavericks were expecting Mowry to get the ball. And you kind of expect that from time to time when you're having such success running the ball. Very rarely does a team go right back to a pass, especially inside the 20-yard line. It worked for you to this point. Why stop? And Mowry has been the man for the Force. So
absolutely. It's kind of like in baseball when you throw 2 good fastballs and he misses it badly, throw another, make him hit it. And that's the same thing here.
So watch for maybe a play action here, or maybe a quick handoff, quick hitter up the middle to the tight end.
2nd down, about 9 yards to go. Long count by Stolarek. Fakes the throw, and the give is to the fullback, Tavagian. And minimal gain.
Handoff to Tavagian,
just as we mentioned, you hit Mowry and you try to get a quick hitter to Tavagian, the fullback, right up the middle once again. And Tavagian makes a nice cut to his right. Runs over one defender there. So everything positive right now for the Force.
May it be with you. I don't believe it only took me the first half of the first quarter to bring that up.
Well, I thought you were going to save it for the second half.
All right,
Yeah.
well. Third down, about 2 yards to go. The Force threatening once again. They lead by 7. 7:20 remaining, first quarter play. So if they give the Maury taken down just shy of first down yardage would appear. Let's see if what kind of spot they give him.
Yeah, that play looked like it was almost doomed from the beginning. The defense had a little bit more, stacked a little bit more to the left side of the offense there. And there were no numbers for the Force, and Maury didn't have any room to run at all.
Pick up of about 1 yard on the play.
Basically not enough people to block for Maury, and as we all know in football, very rarely can one man do it himself.
Fourth down and a long yard.
Fourth down and a long yard for the Force.
We've got Warren and Fletcher Davis, the wide receivers. High formation backfield once again. Stolrek did the hard count. Cadence then will draw the offense or defense offside. That'll be first and goal.
And you see Stolrek doing, I'm sorry, go ahead. So you see Stolrek doing the smart thing. Just keep running with the play, you never know. And if it's against the defense and they allow the play to go on, you have yourself a touchdown. But as it is, I believe they call it a dead ball type kind of foul. So they'll just march it off in favor of the Force. And that should be enough for a first. Oh, they already had a first down. So it remains first down. First and goal at this
Mavericks
point.
bringing the ball first and goal for the Force.
Big number 56. Good to get a look at Craig Brown. Outside linebacker, also playing defensive tackle. 6'1", 250 out of Joliet Junior College.
First and goal Force from the 5. Porter, the wide receiver, to the bottom of your screen. And to give the fake to Stolrek on the quarterback option.
Stolaric's pass intended for evasion. Complete. Second and goal upcoming for the Force.
Good look at Joe Lindsay right
What
there.
the blonde hair?
You know, Joe is a man of many colors.
5:45 to play in the first quarter. 7-0.
And those are two bad ones right there.
Right into your living room. Joe. Oh, wimped out.
Gee, good thing he had that double cheeseburger before the game. Nice job.
Oh, Joe. We pay you enough, don't we?
It's preseason for everyone, isn't it, right? By November, there won't be a problem. Slot right on second and goal, second and 5 yards, and the man wide open in the corner of the end zone. Touchdown to get his feet in. Yes, he did. Nicely done.
Stolaric's pass complete for
Fletcher
the
Davis. From Stolaric, a 5-yard touchdown throw, and it's 13-0.
Nice play. Good blocking. Open up just enough of a lane. You'll see right here. Stolaric drops back. And wide open. Great snag. Kept his feet.
That was the fake right throw left. That was
kind of a play action
absolutely well
play right there.
As you have the Mavericks really stacking the line. The kick is up, and it is good.
Frederick's conversion is good.
And the Force take advantage of an interception and march 45 yards for the second score of the first quarter. They lead 14-0.
Yeah, and the Force, again, as you mentioned before, taking advantage of an opportunity that was presented to them pretty much on a silver platter. Will Creighton an easy interception. And you saw the Force just drive that once again. Maury left, Maury right. Tavagian up the middle a little bit. That time play action works. As mentioned before, it's going to up the play action with those guys running as well as they have. And Stolarnik has his 10th touchdown on the season. Now, Stolarnik's stats coming into this game, he was 26 of 56, 503 yards, 9 touchdowns, only 1 interception. So a quarterback who knows how to take care of the ball and maximize his opportunities, as you saw just there in that previous play.
Well, absolutely. With the Force, with the pretty balanced attack so far to the first 2 possessions. And we're seeing evidence here now, whether 4-0 on the season and the defending champions of the Mid-States Conference.
Yeah, Maury's kind of padded his stats as well on this day, and he may have an opportunity to possibly bust 100. And if he keeps running the way he has his first half, he may get to that before halftime.
Here's the kick taken by Graves once again from his 5-yard line. Went for some blocking. Now has a hole. And he's getting tackled there near the 30.
Graves returns the ball for the Mavericks up to about the 29-yard line, where it'll be first down there for the Mavericks.
Well, you don't want to catch the ball going backwards, but that's
The
what
Force would like to
Graves
wish a
did.
happy birthday to
And he
Richie
waited for his
Carter,
blocking and eventually was able to gain 25 yards
who is a very useful
on the return.
63.
Yeah, as you mentioned, catching the ball, moving backwards, but made the best of it, pushed it out, and actually got a pretty decent field position. You saw the crease right there for a moment open up for Graves, and some Force members waiting there to make sure he doesn't take the distance. Speaking of taking it the distance, you see that punt return, or excuse me, kickoff return for the Bears yesterday. James Allen, 100, I think it was about a 94 or 96 yard.
That was 102 yards.
102
actually.
was it? Okay.
Yes, indeed.
That guy's pretty exciting. Of course, that was the most consistent way,
Yeah.
and sure way of scoring for the Bears yesterday.
First and 10. Mavericks from their own 30. Shotgun formation once again, and a lot of movement. That should be a procedure call against the Mavericks.
So everything coming up
Flag
jokers
down
right
on the
now for
field.
the Mavericks.
Joker, world geography. Sorry.
No prob.
They don't have the game show network yet.
That one going against
Really?
the Force, so
How about that?
Offside on the Force.
their first
5-yard
mental error of the
penalty.
day. And
Still
the Mavericks
first
at this
down
point,
for
I
the
don't know if they can
Mavericks.
get. I was talking with the manager, the head coach, I should say, for the team, Mark May, talking about his wants and desires for his team today, and that was to run the ball. But he let us know that sometimes the score kind of dictates how you change your game plan. Right now, trailing by 14,
And
you might see a lot more passing from the Mavericks.
2 plays and 2 offsides. First down from the 40 as the Mavericks
Get their first down.
some positive yardage via the penalty.
Offside penalty
So you
on
did that
the
about,
Force gives the
10 more
Mavericks an
times?
automatic first down
Be right at the goal line.
10 more times, you're at the 10-yard line, right?
at the 40-yard line. First down, Mavericks.
5 from the 40, 50 yards.
Yeah, inside the 10.
Not bad. It's still summer in my book. First and 10 from the 40, shotgun formation, and the screen is going to be set up. Holloway is running room inside, or actually approaching the 50-yard line there, about the 48, gain of 8 on the play.
Holloway.
A nice play. Almost didn't develop here. You see the screenplay up the middle. Lets everyone in. That's when you know you're in trouble, when you get in that quickly. And the guys didn't realize it before Holloway caught the pass and pushed it up 8 yards. So that's a good completion for Wyatt, and it's a confidence builder, especially after the last pass he threw was a interception to Creighton. Now,
Boy, that was a long throw. All the way to Creighton.
that's true.
About 600 miles. Oh, boy.
Wyatt
Second down and 3 from the 47.
I was going to say, Wyatt has had some difficulties in passing this year. Only 26%.
Wyatt back to throw, flushed once again, and this time he's going to tuck it under and run for a first down. We push out of bounds near the 50.
Holloway keeping.
Whoa,
to midfield.
that table has seen better days.
Looks like Pat O'Sullivan sat on that thing. My gosh. Wow.
Pat, I tell you.
Looks like the doctor's table after, the chiropractor's table after Pat gets off it. He was there about a week back, you know.
Was he now?
Yeah, about a week back. They'll give first down to Wyatt. First and 10. Mavericks from midfield. And the delay is to Holloway. Not much room to run there. Maybe a gain of a half yard.
Holloway on the
Yeah, nice
handoff.
tackle by Holmes.
Short gain of maybe a yard.
52 on the tackle.
Second down coming up
And
for
the
the
draw play
Mavericks.
doesn't really fool anybody. And it looks as though they're running for the Mavericks. Their rushing offense is, it's going to be a little difficult to get positive yards out of that shotgun. And they haven't done anything to really make the force honor the run, and the passing has been suspect. So anything up the middle is going to be pretty difficult for the Mavericks to get positive yards.
Nelson Kane coming to the bottom of your screen, as is number 42, Sparacino. And looking this way for the wide receiver screen.
And right through the hands of Kane once again.
That's two.
And those look to be pretty catchable from where they are.
Third down coming up for the Mavericks.
Well, Kane would have been in trouble anyway because he had about 2 or 3 force defenders waiting to crush him.
That play had minimum gain written all over it. But just a little info on Kane. Although he hasn't made a grab yet today, as mentioned before, he is the leading receiver on this team. But not only that, he also plays defense as well, and he's second in tackles. Second in solo tackles, I should say. And he also leads the teams in tackles for losses with 4. So Kane, raising a lot of Kane on the field when he's there.
Gerdays and Epps, the wide receivers, the top of your screen. That ball is deflected at the line of scrimmage and falls harmlessly incomplete. And 4th down and 9 situation facing the Mavericks. Who got the big paw up, my man?
Number 51, and I don't have his number on here.
You know what? I don't know if I have 51 either.
Nope.
No?
51 is Don Long. Changed his number from 97 to 51, so the long arm of the law on that play batted it away.
Got a hand on that pass for the force. 4th down coming up for the Mavericks.
Tim Spencer. Punt formation. Gets kicked away under some medium pressure.
That one might.
Short wedge bouncing and then eventually return near the 35-yard line, taking to about the 38. 1st and 10. Force.
Don't quite know if that was worth it. Jim Makowick there picked it up.
McCoyak picked up the short punt and advanced it for the force. Where they take over. 55 seconds to go in the first quarter of play. The score of the force 14, the Mavericks nothing.
Makowick, one of the starting DBs on the team, picked that up, advanced it a couple of yards, but didn't make that much.
First and 10 force from the 38-yard line. Trying to go 3 for 3 on first quarter possessions. Maury lining up as a split end that time and looking for him near side. Incomplete.
Great protection right there in the pocket. Stolarnik had all day, pump fake twice. Tried to get that one out to Maury. Overthrew him again, but good protection. And the offensive line, as you can tell, it's pretty much the difference between both teams advancing at this point. The Mavericks offensive line pretty inconsistent, whereas the Force has been dominating from the point of attack. I think you're going to see either a quick pitch to Maury or...
Well, the single back is Tavazian. On 2nd down and 10. And he is the ball carrier. Busting forward for about 4 or 5 across the 40 near the 44-yard line.
Pick up of about 4. That is the end.
And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After one, here from Caesars Park in Crestwood, Force 14, Mavericks nothing.
Shocking.
There's things that you're going to see that you can't unsee.
Sinister.
They get in your head and they stay there.
Mysterious.
Finding the guys who made this film is going to be very difficult.
Seeing is believing on pay-per-view.
You name the price, I name the price.
For the first time on television.
These people we're dealing with, they're extremely disturbed.
Nicolas Cage. 8mm. Thrilling entertainment delivered home on pay-per-view.
Over the years, Larry's talked to almost everybody. Guests later, he's the undisputed king of talk. Larry King Live, weeknights 9 Eastern on CNN.
Quarter action, Caesars Park. Force over the Mavericks, 14-0, third down and 5. Force from their own 45, and they give us to Mowry. Mowry busted short of first down yardage. Nice defensive play by the Mavericks.
On the handoff, gain of about
a host
3.
of Maverick defenders stopping it. It would be 4th and 1. And then
4th and about a yard coming up for the Force.
Tim Spencer, the lead right there at the tackle. And can't quite catch it on the replay there, but Tim Spencer, led the charge there, spearheading that defensive stop. And right at midfield, looks as though the Force may go for it, not really respecting the Maverick offense.
I think they have confidence in their running game to get that yard at midfield and try to put this game away early.
Opportunity for the Mavericks to step up, put their foot down, and
watch the hard count. There it was, and they're going to call legal procedure this time against Stolaric.
So you're probably going to see the punt team come out.
Yes,
and we do.
There was a borderline call the first time he moved ahead.
Illegal procedure penalty on the Force.
Mavericks defense offside.
Brings up 4th and 6.
You can only get away
from moving your head on the field for the Force.
Finally call it.
So now the situation. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say Fidrick to kick. Go right ahead.
All right. That's what I was going to say, too.
Two minds thinking alike. Yeah, that's scary.
That's too bad for you, I think.
And the former Big 12 punter gets it out.
Nelson Kane will let it bounce, and it comes to rest at the 25-yard line, and a little extracurricular activity there. Nothing to write home about, but maybe we'll just take another look to see. Do we have audio?
This is.
I don't think we want audio.
We'll catch it right here in front of you, number 12. That's.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, what's going on? What are you doing later? Okay.
Demond Porter going against Ferentino.
At about the 26-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Mavericks.
Welcome to Caesars Park, home of the Force.
You know, before the night's over, I'm going to say Caesars Palace.
You know it's coming.
It's coming. It's only a matter of time. Shaking just thinking about it.
One of the sponsors of the Force here is Arizona Iced Tea. You know, we remember them from the Sports Beat days when they were one of the sponsors for Sports Beat.
How are those two bozos doing anyway? Did they survive the summer?
You know, I think, a week from Monday, Sports Beat will be coming to your homes once again, a whole season's worth.
Wyatt under pressure. He's the far side, has a man open. Kane, and he can't come down with it.
Oh.
Wyatt's pass intended for Kane, broken up on the play.
And I think
Antoine Patton.
By Antoine
Saved a huge play for the Mavericks. Let's get another look.
2nd down and 10 for the Mavericks.
We'll see, just slings the pass out. Kane right there has it, lost it. Oh, had it again. Oh, and this slammed down to the ground by Patton out of Simeon High School. He and Creighton both. So Simeon backfield, defensive backfield, working in tandem.
Well, Patton, I thought it was a great defensive play at first, but Kane, that should have been a reception.
Yeah, mistimed his leap there, and then had difficulty bringing it down, but a good pass.
That was a great throw under pressure, absolutely. And movement, once again.
Coming across
Flags
the line.
down on the field.
That is... 93 came across, and that was Dyra Christian.
A procedure call against the Mavericks.
Illegal procedure call against the Mavericks. Drops it back 5 yards.
15.
So
making it 2nd and 15 from about the 20-yard line for the
we
Mavericks.
should have known that because Dyra played at Indiana State University. He's a 3-year starter, and he was all gateways, so a very experienced defensive lineman. He wouldn't easily be drawn off unless, of course, someone made him. come across the line.
A beautiful evening here in Crestwood. The familiar formation for the Mavericks: slot left, slot right, single back field for the Mavericks, and roll out under pressure once again, and that throw to nobody.
Yeah, right there in the middle of the
Wyatt's
ground.
pass falls incomplete.
Having a lot of pressure put
Third
on
and long coming up for the Mavericks.
Wyatt. And it's not easy when you're not getting the blocking. Now, John, he's a veteran of semi-pro
Folks,
football,
the
having
split
played the
the pot
last
drawing
two
is, of course,
seasons
going
with the
on
Winnie
as
City
we
Rams in the Midwest Football
Only
League. All that
$1. The drawing will
experience
be held at the end of
is
the
not
third
going to help
period
you
of
out
play.
if no one's there blocking for you. You have very little time, more room to get the ball away. You see he just slings it harmlessly to the middle of the ground. So allowing his team one more opportunity without taking a loss to go further back.
And you got to like what the Force is doing defensively. The four wide receivers set, they're just bringing everything,
Just coming at you.
and not giving Wyatt a chance to set up and a chance for his receivers to get open.
Well, as I was talking to one of the coaches earlier before the game started, again, one of the most difficult things to do is to have a consistent passing attack, and that's just because these guys don't have time to practice during the week. The Force know that,
They're down
taking
to
advantage
15.
of it.
Bullet pass through the hands of Fletcher Davis, and that's the fourth drop ball of the afternoon.
Wyatt's pass intended for Epps falls incomplete. Fourth and long coming up for the Mavericks.
The pass here, maybe a little too hot to handle Wyatt, and we can't blame him for getting rid of the pass. Slings that one right away, and again, it's another incompletion. And we talked earlier about Wyatt's pass percentage being around 26%, and you kind of see why. With the inconsistent offensive line play, the quarterback has very little time to get rid of the ball.
And
Flags on the play. Men on the field, penalty against the Mavericks, moves them back 5 yards.
Dooley.
It will still be fourth down.
And Antoine Patton back to receive. Now near the 45-yard line of the Mavericks.
Narduli 34 and Patton 24 back deep to receive for the Force.
Second quarter action, 11:32 remaining. The Force lead by 2 touchdowns, 14-0 over the Mavericks. And the kick under pressure is away. Some contact on the punter, but no flag. And look at that. Look at the quarterback get in there and make the tackle. How about that?
Narduli takes the punt and he's
The
brought down
quarterback taking out
immediately
some of
by
his
Wyatt.
frustration on the punt returner.
First down for the Force.
Linking him out of bounds.
John Wyatt getting busy on
At about the
special teams.
38-yard line.
Look at that.
Good speed by the quarterback. And a good tackle.
He gives him a little look after it, too.
This quarterback's always a tough guy, you know.
That's right. You have a feeling that Narduli's going to come in and maybe clean his clock on the other side of the football later on?
Well, that was a just in case, you know.
You'll have to watch for that matchup a little bit later.
Wyatt, 5'8", 190 out of Oakland High School.
First and 10 Force from the Mavericks 41-yard line. The backs are split on first down. And the give is to the new addition, Chris Papiano. And he's got a first down inside the 30.
No, that's Anthony Bachman, excuse me.
Give to Anthony
Another
Beckman.
change here.
He's got a first down for the Force.
Papiano's scratch. Anthony Bachman right there. On
Okay.
With the run.
Happy 65th
And it's right
birthday
here,
to Coach
trapped to the
Schneider.
right side. And fooled our cameraman
Fans,
for a moment there.
please again remember the split the pot drawing
Anthony
going on as
Bachman
we
gets
speak.
out for a first down.
Only $1 for tickets.
Bachman,
The drawing will be held at the end of the third
Watching
quarter.
Turner has him overdrive. And that first down run.
And the concession stand located underneath the stands here by Simply Slices of Crestwood serving pizza. They also have various
ground
other
game,
refreshments
the majority
available.
of their offense.
Yeah, we've seen some quick hits up the middle. We've seen a trap on that last play. We've also seen an off-tackle play. So stacking the line now in the box for about 8 guys. Bachman.
That's Bachman. He's got the running line of late flag coming in.
Beckman on the carry.
It'll be a
brought
first down
and a
before the
thrown
flag.
late on the
Let's see what the
play.
infraction is all about.
Bachman giving Maury a rest, but you don't really notice much of a drop-off there. Bachman getting about 10 yards of crack here. And that was a face
Face
mask.
mask penalty against the
That
Mavericks.
was a face mask, so there'll be further yards tacked on to that.
I was already there. You missed it.
And referee
penalty
letting
gives
us
the
know
Force
that,
a first down on the play.
Is it a 15-yard variety?
I think it was just a 5-yarder.
Okay.
So kind of a, you know, meant to, didn't mean to, oops, sorry, I grabbed your face mask type kind of penalty.
Let's see, that's
Almost.
there's a 10-yarder, wasn't it? No,
No, he
close.
gained about 10 yards on that,
Okay.
plus the 5 yards. So
Okay.
about get to the 1, maybe the 2-yard line for a first down.
First down and 10 from the 11. In motion is Bachman, and the give is to Bachman around the end. Bachman, the head of steam, approaching the goal line. Bachman going to be stopped. Oh, no, he's in for the score.
Great play by Bachman.
Wow, what a play that was by the Force. The man in motion, the end around, and do-rag rocking.
Get a good look at Bachman right there. Had to adjust his helmet by taking it off. Play works again. They found something on the right side of the offense, left side of the defense. Bachman powers his way in.
Force now lead 20-0 with the extra point conversion coming.
The official call from the official. Another touchdown, another rushing touchdown. There's 2 rushing touchdowns on the day by the Force. And they've taken this game by force. 20-0 at this point, and with Fidrick's extra point conversion, it'll be 21-0.
Nice job by Anthony Bachman. Once he got around the end, he just put his shoulders down and kept the legs moving. And that's going to be too many.
Flag on the field for the conversion attempt.
Hey, now wait a minute.
Hey,
Pay the $2, will you?
you know, takes all kinds.
He's got a boat in his backyard.
On the field penalty.
In the backyard.
My gosh. That's ridiculous.
What do you do?
See all the toys he's got. He's got a boat. He's got the Winnebago.
Winnebago back there?
The good old boys.
Well, you know, they say rich guys don't spend their own money. And there's proof.
Yeah, I can get
Frederick's
much for
kick
that.
is good, making the score the
21-0 Force. Midway through the second quarter of
10 minutes
play.
and 11 seconds to go in the second quarter of play.
The Force very impressive. They've scored 3 out of their 4 possessions. Most of it on the ground.
Yeah, they've got to be close to 100 yards, if not over, at this point. They had pretty good field position as well to work with. They haven't had to go for any
I knew I
sustained
smelled
long
something.
drives.
Look at that.
You know, I don't think I should touch that stuff.
Oh, look at that right there. I'll be right back.
Could you give me some more fries right over there?
Yeah, you don't need any more food, believe me. 21-0 Force over the Mavericks, and wow, nice versatility in the backfield. First Maury, then Bachman coming and doing a job.
Yeah, and
Holloway and
Odie
Graves
stopped.
deep to receive
Both
for the
those guys
Mavericks.
seem to have
Frederick
decent
set the
speed once they
kickoff
get to
for
the
the Force.
outside, and we saw some extra sprint from Bachman there as he forced his way into the end zone. And you've got a nice, consistent play by the fullback, Tavagian, up the middle. And directing the offense is a quarterback, and we can't forget about the ability that he has in order to, again, run the offense and also take advantage and make those passing plays. He's got 10 touchdowns on the season, so that's to be respected as well.
This is Kane. He's cut off by Epps. Struggling for yards near the 35. He's taken down there.
And let's not overlook the offensive line for the Force as well. They're giving the running backs
Epps
a lot
takes
of
the
room
kickoff for the Mavericks
in and around.
You know, I think I
up to about the 34-yard line where it'll be first down
huge
and
gaps
10
that
for the
the
Mavericks.
creating. As you get a look at Epps on the return. Doing it mostly on his own. A couple good blocks, but then the presence of mind to turn upfield, taken down near the 35. The best field position in a long time for the Mavericks.
We'll see if these guys can take advantage of it and
First
again
charge
get some consistent
timeout.
offensive line play. We got our first charge timeout. That'll be
Taken
for
by the Mavericks.
So Coach May saw something there that he didn't like and brings his troops to the side to try and figure out what it's all about. Now, interesting tidbit about Coach Mark May. He's
Yes, sir.
played for several teams, several
Folks, the split
professional
the pot
teams.
drawing is up to $88.
He's also an
Please
AFA
see
Hall of
Laura.
Famer. Now,
She's
that would be
walking
the
the
American
stands,
Football
and she'll
Association.
be more than happy to sell you a
Semi-Pro
ticket.
Football
Only
League.
$1,
Hall of Famer,
folks.
played
Again, the
12
drawing
seasons
is up to
Semi-Pro Football.
$88.
Now, he also played in the NFL, as mentioned before. He played with the Cowboys.
And also, the
the
concession
first
stand is open.
Alsop Water
Ready to
Tower
serve
shot
you
of
simply
the
slices
season. I'm sorry.
Crestwood
Oh,
as well as
we have to give deference to the water tower.
Just overcome with emotion right there. It's been about 4 months since I've seen that.
He's played with the Cowboys, the Vikings, and also had some tryouts with the Rams, the Broncos, and the Patriots, and the old Cleveland Browns, who are now in Baltimore.
Right.
So Coach Mark May has definitely seen his stint. Now, he played in the OUSFL as well. Now, if we call it the OUSFL, what does that make me? Because I remember that very clearly.
I
Guess it
remember
makes
too.
me old, huh?
Chicago Blitz, man.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, he played with Chicago Blitz,
George Allen.
Birmingham Stallions, Orlando Renegade, and the New Jersey Generals, Herschel Walker,
Yes.
back in those days. Now, Coach May is also named the Chicagoland Football League Coach of the Year for 1996 and 97. He helped lead the Chicago Thunder to back-to-back championships during that time, during those seasons. So Coach Mark May knows exactly what he's doing. And as we mentioned before, trying to do somewhat of a run-and-shoot type offense here with 4 wide receivers. And just, it's difficult when you don't have the guys here. And again, most of these men are, all of them, I'm sure, are working and have families. So the time is not quite the same as it was when you're in high school or college. And these guys are not being paid for this. So this is their own free time.
Well, the run and shoot, shooting blanks as they go to the I formation backfield, and the pitch is to Holloway, and he's taken down for a loss on the play.
Pitch to Holloway. He's taken down by.
And the first 3 possessions by the Mavericks
Taken down by
went
71
nowhere.
Butkus
The
for
Force
the
defense really shut down the run and shoot.
Loss of about 2 yards on the play. Bring up
And so they go
second
back to
and
the more
about 12
traditional
for the
offense.
Mavericks.
Big number 71.
And that's Zach Butkus, and I'm sure everyone in the Chicago area is pretty familiar with that last name. Now,
Second down, we'll call it 12 on the play. And it's ball. Ball's down and picked
picking it
up by Butkus.
The ball is fumbled on the exchange, recovered by 71 Butkus for the Force.
Zach out of Bloom Trail High School, his 4-year starter there, and did some of his college ball at Joliet Junior College. Now he's the Defensive Player of the Year in the AFA in 1998. And we got a good look at Zach's father right there.
Wow.
Who does he look like?
Where's the Butkus girl? For that. I think it's cooking chops over at Ford Field over there.
Good look at Zach right there.
So after the fumble, it's first and 10, Force from the Mavericks 28-yard line. Formation backfield once again for the Force. And they give to the fullback, Tavasian. He's got a minimal gain, maybe 1 on the play.
And if he's lucky, he got back to the line of scrimmage. Good penetration there by the Maverick defense.
Coming up for the Force.
Forcing second down, and I'm pretty sure for the most part you're going to see very few passes from the Force from here on out. They've got control right now, 21-0 lead. They don't seem to be having that much of a problem moving the ball, and it's really no need to pass. Keep the clock rolling. And give these guys a good workout.
Second down and 10 from the 28. And the
Uh-oh.
fake. And back to throw. There's your turnover. There's a nice job by Stolaric to recover.
Fumble on the exchange, recovered by Stolaric.
Anthony Bachman, so used to getting the football, he didn't respond to the fake.
Yeah. Good reaction there by Stolaric. Saw him, the referee found something funny about that last play.
Coming up for the Force.
Third down after the fumble and a loss of 5 on the play, so it's going to be 3rd and 15 from the 32.
First charge timeout taken by the Force. They will face a 3rd and long.
And the Force will call a timeout to talk about this 3rd and long play.
Yeah, it'll probably, what to look for here, probably be somewhat of a draw. I don't think they're going to risk any type of, well, actually, they could risk a pass if they wanted to. Hello, baby. Nice night out. Bring the little one out, enjoy the sun.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Folks, a reminder again, the split the
Yeah.
pot drawing is now
3rd and 15. What are you looking for here? Maybe
Yeah, a draw play for the most part. I don't think
chip
that-
away at it.
Yeah,
They won't go.
try and chip away at it, and if they don't get it, just keep the Mavericks pressed back deep. I don't think they're worried about the Mavericks, doing anything offensively at this point, and no need to, give them any type of incentive or advantage or any type of impetus to do what they've done to this point, which has pretty much been nothing.
And then all you need is some sort of foolish play or a fumble or a turnover to get the Mavericks some momentum on
Right.
the defensive side of the ball.
Exactly. I mean,
Well, they don't need to.
you don't want to risk a pass that's picked off. You don't want to risk a pass that's picked off and run back for 60, 70 yards or anything
Exactly.
like that. So I think you're going to see a draw play right here, or kind of a lead draw, which Maury had earlier in the first quarter. That got him a big gainer.
Stolaric under center, looking over defense. The pressure's coming.
Or not.
Now
Could be
roll
a
off.
play action
Stolaric.
play.
Back to throw. Heaves the middle. Has a man open. Caught.
Oh!
Just shy of pay dirt. Great catch by number 82, Hank Daniels.
Solaric's pass comes
So
loose
they
to
fooled us
Daniels.
both. Went for the big kahuna. First and goal from the 1.
Great play. Great ball fake by Stolaric. Buys himself time, rolls out, pitches the pass, a nice one, and a nice hit. But way to hang on to the ball by Daniels. And something about these force receivers, these guys are tall and big. Daniels is 6'2", 225. So he's the kind of guy that can absorb that type of contact across the middle. As you saw, hold on to the ball. Also, Jerome Warren, number 8, 6'3", 220. And even Fletcher Davis is 6'3", 185. So some tall, big receivers for the force.
High formation backfield on first and goal. The give is to Bachman, and he's in for the score.
The give to Beckman on first and goal. He is in for
He even
the
knocked
score.
Howard Johnson in with him, his lead blocker right there.
20-0 with 6 minutes and 15 seconds to go.
Bachman's just a touchdown machine. He loves the end zone.
That's his second score of the afternoon, and the 4th for the Force as they, with the point after, try to extend this lead to 28. And a man down along the far side.
Yeah, that was the aforementioned Howard Johnson that Bachman ran over, so he kind of ran over his own guy. Caused a little bit of an injury, so to speak. Probably just a bit of a bruise that Mr. Johnson will feel later on this evening. We'll catch it right here in the replay. Bachman off right tackle and rolls over it, Johnson.
Three of the 4 touchdowns by the Force on the ground.
Yeah, but again, the big play in this drive obviously was a ball fake, play action fake. That the completion from
The
point is
conversion
good.
by Frederick, making
The completion from
score
Stelnecker to
4-28. The Mavericks nothing
Daniels.
with 6:50
In a case
to go
where
in
they've been
the
running
second
so
quarter.
efficiently that you figure they're going to chip away on 3rd and 15.
just like we said.
They fool everybody in the place by going for the big play on 3rd and long. And there's a case where you have the definitely the run setting up the pass.
Oh, easily. And I think obviously they want to do that the rest of the game. They could play action fake their way through the next quarter or so, and it would still work. You have to respect Bachman. You have to respect what Maury did to set the tempo early on, and also the fullback as well, Tavagian. Good blocking by the line, and Stelnecker, again, running this offense to perfection. And right now, the Mavericks offering little to no resistance.
Holloway and Graves back to the Mavericks to receive the kick from Frederick.
So the Mavericks need something to kind of jumpstart them, and usually that points to special teams.
Absolutely.
They have an opportunity right here to do so. And if they can get a big play, that can kind of help the mood, so to speak. You see some of the guys on the Mavericks bench with their heads down a little bit, not much energy on that side of the field. So here's special teams' chance to shine. It's a very returnable kick.
Not returned so cleanly by Holloway, but he's got a head of steam now and some blocking, but taken down from behind nicely. Just shy to 30-yard line, number 83 for the Force.
Holloway takes the
The Force
ball
on
to
special
the
teams,
30-yard
Jerry
line, stopped by
Tramatolo.
Tramatolo. Thank you. A lot of vowels in there.
We have a
Too early in the
flag on
season to start
play.
throwing those things at me.
Nice tackle. Good look at Tramatolo right there. And, sometimes when you're playing, it just looks as though there are 12 or 13 guys on the other opposition.
Well, you know what? There have been about 3 times tonight, actually.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. There've been about 12 men on the field earlier. I think there's a Gerard Grabowski side. Nope, I'm sorry. That's Gerard's twin sister sitting out there in the stands enjoying the game. Jarena.
Gerard's got better hair, though. Nothing against this fine young lady, but how is the oldest man at Gable doing?
Gerard's doing fine. We here at Jones want to wish the best to he and his family, going through some difficulty at the time, but we want to wish our prayers and again the best to Gerard and his family. I hope everything works out well for them, and we look forward to having Gerard back when the time is right.
Oh, there's a shot back to the bound.
You know, this looks like one of those America's Funniest Videos, just waiting to happen.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think this whole broadcast is going to be like that.
17-yard line, first down Mavericks.
Talk about a radio station that we should have simulcast these broadcasts. WXXY, 103.1, all 80s, all the time. My gosh, awesome. Movement on the line, and the touch, that'll do it. Tell you what, if there's ever a station that Trop and O'Sullivan should be on for the simulcast, wow, that's bad. Some Sheila E. today, heard some
really?
Some Human League going.
I'm only human.
Wow.
Man of flesh and blood, I'm made. Of course, everyone here in the booth may think I'm made of something else with what's been going on here, but we don't have to. We don't have to go into great detail about the rarefied air in the booth. And I do mean rarefied.
My eyes are watering still. First down and 15 from the 10-yard line. I formation backfield for the Mavericks. And they're definitely going to run and they give.
Tough yards by Holloway.
These to Holloway.
I tell you, he is taking a pounding. Usually when he's being tackled, there's 2 or 3 guys around him, not just one guy bringing him down, and he's fighting for every yard he can get. And they've been some tough yards indeed. Holloway out of Harper J.C., hometown of Chicago, 5'8", 180.
Holloway fighting forward for 3 yards on the play. Be second down and long for the Mavericks. Changing offensive strategy midway through the first half as they now go to the affirmation, the more traditional offensive look. Got to look at Kane and the price. Oh, the shadow. Kane and number 46 to the bottom of your screen. I'll give you a name on him in a moment. Second down and long.
46 is Royster.
They get Wyatt being flushed from the pocket. He throws on the run and out of bounds. Kane, his intended receiver, but even if Kane did come down with that, that would have been well out of bounds. Third and long situation for the Mavericks.
Coming up for the Mavericks.
Is 46 on our roster? I don't believe he is.
Again, the split the pot drawing.
No, I'm sorry, 46 for the other team.
Yeah.
No, don't have him on here.
The drawing will be held at the end of the third period of play.
There you go. Look at the score. 28-0 Force. 4:30 remaining. First half of play.
If you're just now joining us, the score pretty much indicates exactly what's been happening here. Total domination by the Force of Illinois. Offensive line and defensive line have been dictating the tempo of this game and pretty much having their way with the Mavericks. 3 rushing touchdowns and 1 passing touchdown for the Force.
I want to see some creativity here on.
And we've got a shot of the kid running. He's going. He's going. And that fence will fall before he's through.
Wide heaving the near side and pass over everybody.
Unfortunately, we don't have the fence kicking competition on replay, but that was pretty impressive bounce back there that the kid had. Okay, got him one more time. Here we go. Takes off. He's pushing it. Speed. Picks up. Oh, man, that darn fence. Oh. All right. Back at it one more time.
Looks like me at Comiskey Park a few weeks ago for the Cubs Sox game. At the Friday night fiasco. Oh. I still got cuts on my leg from going over a 15-foot fence for no apparent reason.
John.
Oh, boy.
Can't take you anywhere, man.
4th and long for the Mavericks. And the snap in between the legs of the punter. He's going to fall on that and does the wise thing to push it out of bounds for the safety. So the only thing that went right on that play is 2 points instead of 7. 30-0. Now Force.
I think that ball was hiked on a silent signal by the punter as he went to tie his gym shoe. And for some reason, that signal kind of got crossed up.
And next thing you know, Tim Spencer's looking at some laces coming towards him.
And as you mentioned, this heads-up play by Spencer to get it out and just
30, Mavericks nothing with 3:05 to go.
make it a 2-point accumulation instead of 6 points. Right there. Whoa, what's going on here? Kicks it out right there.
So those of you with 0-0, happy to see that as we approach the half. No.
Just recreational
Yes.
scoring.
Right. We can get away with that more stuff tonight, can't we? Yeah, bring up high school action. Less than 2 weeks away now. First TV4 football game of the year. Andrew at Marion Catholic. Public versus Catholic. And we'll be back in a moment here on TV4.
They're smart.
Because he watches television all the time.
They're savvy.
I gotta get a disguise. Smoking.
They're the littlest heavies in the hood.
Yo, yo, yo.
Hold on to your diapers.
Stop him!
They're coming to your home on pay-per-view.
Isn't that amazing?
Baby geniuses.
Say it. You'll go nuts. Okay. I'll do it. Dada!
Family fun delivered home on pay-per-view.
Back at Caesars Park after the safety. The kick from the 20-yard line fielded by Howard Johnson.
There's a flag on the play.
And a flag down on the play as Johnson crossed midfield, and an injury down there, number 34. That's Narduli. He's a little bit shaken up. Let's hope Narduli's okay.
Let's hope we're okay up here as well.
Back to what we were saying before, Andrew and Marion Catholic kicking off another football season here on TV4.
Yeah, August 27th.
Taking a look at the schedule, some fine matchups coming our way this fall on TV4, and glad to be back. We had some doubts, but so far so good.
Looks as though we'll get through a football season at least.
Let's
and
hope.
Hopefully we can add on a basketball.
Physically,
hockey,
if not mentally, right?
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, that's just 2 weeks away, and we're excited to be bringing you the best of area football action this fall right here on TV4.
Yeah, Dan Hampton out there.
Yeah, Danimal.
Arr.
Oh, check out those calves. Who is that guy right next to him? Wow, look at those things. Oh. Ooh, beautiful evening here in Crestwood, Caesars Park.
Sights to behold.
Mm-hmm.
Hawkinson Ford.
Hawkinson Ford Field.
Right over to our immediate left. A little north of here.
The injured player, Guy Narduli.
Yeah, good to see. I'm sorry, good to see Narduli walking off into his own power.
So a great return by Howard Johnson. There's a flag down on the play as well, so that's an infraction. 1st and 10, force from the Maverick 33-yard line. Angelo Poindexter, the dotting the I in the I formation. They're back to throw on 1st down. The pass is caught by Jerome Warren. 1st down yards inside the 20 near the 17.
First down to Warren.
Jerome was second in receiving in 1998. He's a 3-year starter in this league. And you see wide Jerome, nice crisp pattern, wide open. And Stelnecker getting some practice passing. We didn't think we'd see that much passing for the remainder of this quarter, but Stelnecker kind of wants to improve upon his stats as well. Can't get the rushing guys all the...
Yeah, you're leading 30-0. No, let's go to the air attack. Why not?
So, got to keep your rhythm. And Stelnecker delivered on that pass.
1st and 10, force from the 17.
Not much the force has done wrong.
And the give is to big number 37, actually 35, pardon me. And the ball was fumbled inside the 5-yard line.
Did the ground cause that, or is that?
I don't think so.
No?
They're going to rule that a fumble. What a run. A spinorama right at the line of scrimmage. I mean, Maverick football After a great run.
On the carry for the Force, losing the ball.
Devin Thomas, number 35.
Devin Thomas,
So
there you go.
that great run.
So many roster changes for this football game of the year. This is killing me.
We'll catch it on the replay. Devin right up the middle.
Oh, excuse me.
Breaks
oh,
it.
Gotta go.
Spins out.
Oh.
Does a Barry Sanders. Bounces outside, stiffs his arms. He's running, and great defensive pursuit.
I think that's a Rashawn Salam.
Yeah.
Full spectrum. From Sanders to Salam. Both should be retired. Or both are retired, aren't they?
Actually, Salam
What's
is.
he doing?
Folks, remember to split the pot drawing. Only
Salam has
$1.
picked up Oakland. Yeah,
Oakland,
out
yeah.
there in Oakland.
Nice to win some cash on a Saturday, huh?
Fumble-light is in the Bay Area.
Jackpot is up to $103.
So,
There's your score, 30-0 Force.
Only $1 per ticket,
They're
folks.
about to make it 37 with the turnover deep inside Maverick territory.
Thomas not too happy about that, obviously. Kind of takes a long walk along the sidelines. But he'll have another opportunity in the second half, no doubt about that.
2 minutes, 14 seconds remaining for the first half. And the give is to it's Holloway, I believe.
Holloway on
Nowhere to go.
I tell you, Holloway's got to be wondering about these plays up the middle, right to the teeth of the defense. I mean, at 5'8", 180, how much of that can you keep taking?
That brings us to the 2-minute warning.
So
The score,
the rules pretty much for semi-pro football follow the NFL for the most part. You hear a 2-minute warning. You'd have 2 feet in bounds, things of that nature. So if you're used to NFL football, you can easily assimilate that as you're watching the semi-pro guys here. Get it on with the shoulder pads.
So 2 minutes remaining here for first half of play. Glenn, you're the Mavericks deep in your own territory. How can you be aggressive here?
How can you be aggressive? I think the best way to be aggressive is not to turn the ball over. For the most part, maybe try one play action fake here. I mean, I know your running game really hasn't worked that much, but the Force aren't going to really expect you to throw this deep down inside. So maybe try something up the middle, fake to Holloway. You've tried that a couple of times.
Yeah, what do you do? Do you
a screen,
right?
Quick screen, maybe
Right.
to the wide out. It's pretty difficult to determine what you're going to do because the offensive line hasn't been that consistent. They really haven't kept the defense out, and I think right now the Mavericks and Coach Mayer kind of have their backs up against the wall in more ways than one, and just trying to figure out exactly how to attack this Force defense. I think the most important thing is here is to keep the ball. You don't want to have a turnover.
Absolutely.
You're down 30-0. I mean, you don't want to go down 30, 37 to
Right.
nothing or anything like that. You want to try and get a first down. Right now, baby steps. Get a first down. Have something positive to go in. If you can get the ball to midfield before the end of this half, I think that's a positive step. That's an extra 40 yards that you haven't gotten to this point overall in the game.
High formation backfield on 2nd and 11, and the pitch is to Holloway. Trying to find room around the end. He does. He's got about 5 yards near the 15.
Holloway around the left side. Gain of about 5. Brought
Yeah,
down
and
by
that's
number
exactly what we're talking about. A nice positive play, a quick pitch to Holloway. Get him from going up the middle. That has not been working.
Definitely, yeah. Let him use his
blocker.
speed, huh?
Yeah.
There you go.
Fine.
And you got to keep in mind, Glenn, that the Mavericks will be getting the ball to begin the second half. So anything that they can do to set the tone and get their offense in gear for the second half will be an advantage for them on this possession.
Yeah, the running attack for the Mavericks hasn't been that good overall in the year. Holloway only had like a 1.0 average coming in here, yards per carry that is, and Epps was the team leader with 3.2, and no one had 100 yards combined on the team.
That's what happens when you're 1-3 coming in. You need to throw the ball because you're always behind. So your rushing stats aren't going to be too nice. And there's a pass in the flat, gain of about 1 on the play of the reception by number 86.
And a nice tackle by McElwayak. And again, something else that the Force has done well today too. I mean, we've talked a lot of positive things about the Force and everything they've done well. But one thing that we haven't really mentioned is their tackling. And they've done an excellent job in wrapping up the guys and bringing them down. And that's just called finishing the play. They finish the play on defense. They finish the play on offense. And right now they're probably going to finish the half with a 30-0 lead unless something miraculous happens for the Mavericks.
23 seconds remaining here, and I think that the Mavericks are going to be content just to let this clock run out. Head to the locker rooms and regroup and keep your mind on that opening possession. Begin the second half of play. There's a snap. Spencer gets one away. Bouncing near the 45 into Forest territory. And the returner is taken down by it's Antoine Patton. He's taken down, and that'll do it for the first half of play from Caesar Park and Crestwood. The Force 30, the Mavericks 0. We'll be back with second half action in a moment, right here on TV4.
3 ways to impress your friends. 1, speak French.
Vous parlez français?
He's from Alaska.
Oh. 2, learn to dance.
This guy is unbelievable.
I know it.
3, invite everyone over to watch Blast from the Past on pay-per-view.
I've never seen anything like it before.
Brendan Fraser, Alicia Silverstone, for the first time on television.
Are we getting hot?
Yes.
Blast from the Past, Atomic Age comedy comes home on pay-per-view.
Caesar's Park and Crestwood. John Traubel on with Glenn Morgan. Ready for second half action as the Force of Illinois lead the Chicago Mavericks by a score of 30-0. And I thought the Mavericks would be getting the ball to begin the second half of play, but as usual, I'm wrong. And the ball eventually gobbled up by number 32 for the Mavericks. And he swarmed under and taken down near the 25-yard line.
Angelo Poindexter.
Do you have 32 on your roster?
Yeah,
I do not.
Angelo Poindexter.
Poindexter on the return for the Force to about the 25-yard line.
Nice return by Poindexter, making the best of it. Ball kind of bouncing around. Poindexter scoops it up, cuts back, gets past one, about another, and 3 more guys waiting for him. And a 4th guy for good measure. She thought something was funny about that.
Nicely done.
I think our cameraman might have been flirting with her earlier. Look, she's pointing. Yeah. She sees Joe.
Watch out. Oh, yeah. Hey, little girl. This is in high school, so we can,
I tell
we
you.
can kick it up a notch, can't we, today?
There we go. Can't take Joe anywhere.
Yes. First and 10 Force from the 28-yard line, and the give is to Maury back in the lineup after a breather virtually the entire second quarter. And he needed it because he was the man in the first. And he's got a nice gain of close to 9 yards towards the first down marker. Actually, they will give him the first down, so a gain of 10. Now they will not.
Second
what are
one
they
about
going to do?
An inch.
Pickup of about 9 on the play. Second and short.
About 9.5 on that one. We'll see Maury right here, right off right tackle. Good blocking. Nice seal. Maury turns it up. Gains almost 10 yards. I think Maury came back out because he realized Bachman got 2 touchdowns or 3 touchdown runs on that one, I think. No, 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdown runs.
All right, and he's like, hey, look, I started the game. I deserve a touchdown. So he convinced coach to let him back in beginning of the second half.
Stolaric under center on second down and short, and the give is to Maury. And the blocking didn't help him out too much there.
No, not at all. Waiting for him was number 34, Harold Stiggers, 5'10", 180 defensive back out of Harper JC.
A nice job by Tim Spencer to force him back inside. Watch this right here. You'll see 51. But he wants to, yeah, there he is.
51 to clean it up.
Right.
So yeah, good combination with Spencer and Stiggers.
Right, Stiggers did a nice job forcing the play back inside.
So Coach May, probably a good pep talk coach, or a good pep talk during the halftime that Coach gave him. And we'll see if the Mavericks can stop the Force and make them punt.
Formation, and Stolaric back to throw on 3rd and 4. Heaves the far side, has his man open, but through the hands of Porter. Ball a little bit overthrown, but get your hands on that one. That's a catch you should make.
Yeah, Porter, you can tell, probably didn't quite have his feet all together on that one. Wasn't really positioned well enough to jump or make a good stab at the pass. But as you mentioned, somewhat catchable, touch his fingertips. But Stelnecker has him wide open. He's got to make the passes a little bit better there. You see that one. little bit over the head and going.
And it caught him right in between strides there.
Right,
He couldn't really put any weight on any foot to jump up for that one. He was right in between them.
So a good defense by the Mavericks, forcing a punt.
Back to receive is Kane. And he bobbles it.
Oh, wow.
And right into the hands.
You got to be kidding me.
Of Jerry Trematolo on the special teams, and that should be right into your living room.
Trematolo fell down and actually wasn't even in the play until Kane bobbled the ball, as you'll see here on the replay. Kane bobbles the ball right into Trematolo as he's getting up. Good punt by Fidrick. Nice high hanger. Kane bobbles it right into the waiting hands of Trematolo.
Well, Kane, one of the stars for the Mavericks this season, not getting it done tonight. He's dropped to just about everything thrown his way, whether it be on the offensive side of the football or on the special teams.
Might be the glare of the cameras. Jones Intercable might have put the jinx on Kane.
Well, it happens to a lot of folks out there. You see the TV4 crew out here, you want to step it up a notch, and
you try a little hard sometimes. And
sometimes you can't concentrate on the basics.
Oh.
1st and 10 for us, if you believe that. I don't know. 1st and 10 for us from the 30-yard line. They're going for it. What was that, tight end?
Yeah,
big tight end, number 95, Vince Brown.
Big Vince Brown. He is the biggest tight end in the league.
He needs another jersey. Look at him. Of course, I'm only going to say that here.
Right. Not on the field.
I'm not going to say that in the parking lot, that's for sure.
And that one play action fake to Vince Brown. He's got the softest hands in the league, however.
He does.
And he is a big factor in more than one way on the team. Yes, it's written right here. I'm reading it. Softest hands in the league.
I thought you know from experience. Sorry.
No.
Okay. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. I formation backfield once again for the Force. Stolaric under center. A long count. And the fake and the rollout. And the heave downfield. Has his man open. Oh, what a play to close. The ball a little bit underthrown, but a beautiful done by number 42. That's Mike Sparacino, the defensive back for the Mavericks. A well-thrown ball. It's probably a touchdown, but this ball a little bit underthrown, and it gave Sparacino plenty of time to close.
Yeah, a little more air underneath this pass right here from Stolnecker. And you saw Sparacino had time to get back and knock it. A little more air underneath that one. Fletcher Davis in the end zone. And we're talking about a 37-point lead or 36-point lead.
And thankfully, there's a little more air in here this second half. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, you know, the winds have picked up a little.
The winds have changed.
Down. It's blowing westerly now instead of...
That was 80s. Was that 80s or early 90s? I don't know. A slot to the bottom of your screen on 3rd and 10. And the receiver end around. There's the pitch to Jerome Warren. He's got running room across the 30. And I believe he's close to first down. Yes, he does have a first down inside the 30, taken out of bounds near the 26.
Nice play by the Maverick defense. Warren on the end around. This one's been almost been in development all day. Misdirection, and looked like he could have turned it up for more, but again, great lateral pursuit by the Maverick defense.
A little bit too much east-west there towards the end, I think.
Yeah.
Might have had about 5 more yards if he would have turned it up a little bit, but first down yardage.
Well, if this were Canadian League football, he might have had an opportunity to get to the side and turn it up, but...
Actually, they're 5 yards short of a first down, and they're going for the field goal here on 4th and 5. Here's a snap. The place, the kick is going to be good.
Right down the middle.
Wow. 42-yard field goal.
Nice move by Frederick. And actually, with the way that the punter for the Bears, what's his name? Sabran. The way he was kicking field goals yesterday, Frederick, you got a tryout of that one right there.
Nicely done. 42-yarder. Now 33-0 in favor of the Force of Illinois.
Frederick out of Purdue University. #1 punter in the nation the last 3 years. And he kicked a 50-yard field goal as well in 98. So he's kicked a 54-yarder in 97 to win the league championship. So this guy can kick it, and kick it well. And that's a beautiful Tennessee hat. You know, I didn't bring my Tennessee watch that says national champions. You know, George Carpenter and I, alma mater.
Right.
That man knows what it's all about right there. Volunteers, #1, babe. #1. Till someone knocks us off our high horse, we are the national champions.
That's right, too. Go Vols. They're ranked with top 5 again this year, right?
Yeah.
Talk about
A lot of talent.
Friedrich and that kick, I tell you. That's 42 yards. The wind was at his back, however. We saw that during halftime as we see it again here on the kick. And that's well over the head of Graves through the end zone for a touchback. As the wind picking up a little bit out of the northeast.
Graves lets the ball go into the end zone
Okay,
for a
Tom.
touchback. Mavericks will take over.
So
first
Friedrich
pass
pumped
from
up
the
from that
20-yard line.
field goal, booms this one out, and well, the Mavericks starting at the 20-yard line, which actually for them is not bad field position, considering what they went through in the first half.
And a nice job again by the defense of the Mavericks, stopping the force.
Sure.
For minimal yards. I think just one first down the first play, and then able to hold them to 3, and then a field goal on the next possession after a fumble on the ensuing punt.
Right. If it wasn't for Kane mishandling that,
Right.
the force wouldn't even been in position for that field goal attempt. So again, whatever pep talk Coach May gave the team at halftime seems to have paid off, at least for the defensive end, and we'll have our first opportunity to see what the offense has in store here for the second half.
Let's see. They came out with the run and shoot to begin the first half of play. Then midway, actually, first possession of the second quarter, they went to the more traditional style offensive setup, and looks like it will remain the same to begin the third. That's Kane at the bottom of your screen. I formation backfield. And a new quarterback as the pitch. There's the quarterback, and Kane is overthrown this time.
And Kane's just wondering when he's going to have an opportunity to catch the ball and turn it upfield. He's been wide open on a number of occasions. Passes have been somewhat high. Hasn't had an opportunity to bring down some of them, and had that punt that he fumbled. So I know a lot of frustration for Nelson Kane right now. But again, this man can make things happen. He is the team leader in receptions, and he had 25-yard average per reception coming into this game. So you know he can make things happen. And he's also pretty much a defensive stalwart as too. Again, leading the team for tackle for losses with 4 on the season. So Nelson, your opportunity's coming, big fella. Just keep your head up.
Bobby Jennings under center for the Mavericks. You get a good look at number 11. Second down and 10. The pitch. Holloway. He's got room. He's met by 2 guys near the 27-yard line. We heard it up here.
Yep.
That's 25 for the force. Jim McAway.
McAway and Patton there on the stop. And you see a nice big lane right there. And the lane closed up in a hurry. But Holloway had an opportunity to kind of stretch his legs that time. Got about 5 or 6 yards on that carry. Maybe even 7.
You know what? We'll give him some. 3rd and 3 from the 27-yard line. 33-0 force over the Chicago Mavericks. Midway through the third quarter from Caesar Park in Crestwood.
Bobby Jennings is out of Prairie View A&M. Now, unfortunately, that team had the distinction of having college football's longest losing streak. And let's hope that doesn't rub off on the Mavericks here, although they are behind 33-0.
Jennings back to throw on 3rd and 3. Here's the far side and through the hands of his intended receiver. He heard footsteps. He wanted to turn upfield before he had it. Go back to the Arizona training camp, son. You need to work on your fundamentals a little bit.
Yeah, he's wearing the number 86. I believe that's a tight end for the Cardinals in professional football. But right there, he would not make the Cardinal team after a missed reception.
Tim Spencer on the punt now for the Mavericks. And Mavericks will take their first time out of the second half as you get a good look at the force.
Yeah, it's still looking pretty intense, even with a 33-0 lead. So this is the type of team, the force, that has an opportunity to go ahead and win league champions. And as previously noted, they were the mid-states champion last year with a 12-3 record, so they know how to close out a game, and that's the key when you want to be a champion. You don't let a team hang around long enough to come back and bite you. And with a 33-0 lead, you see exactly what the force is all about.
The force of Illinois.
Interesting name.
Yes. Fourth down, 3 yards to go. And looks like the quarterback's going to stay in the game now. They're both quarterbacks coming into the game. You had John Wyatt, the quarterback, line up at a wide receiver position. And then Bobby Jennings, the new quarterback here in the second half,
so
under center.
4th down and about 3, and they're going to go for it. I guess down by 33, you have not much else to lose. And they drew the guy offside. Got a 1st down, so it worked somehow. Coming across the line for the
unbelievable. That's, you knew what they wanted to do, and the guy jumps.
Lamont Belmar, a 5-year starter. You don't expect that out of a guy who's been playing for 5 years.
Whatever you do, it's 4th and short.
Yeah.
See the ball. Look at that guy.
Penalty on the play, offside.
Even cheapskate.
He didn't even want to move down further.
Penalty gives the Mavericks an automatic 1st down.
Nice shot there. Lamont Belmar out of Northern Illinois University. 2-year starter there. The 2nd team All-American, believe it or not. And also played 3 years professionally with the RFL Toledo Cannon.
All right, Glenn, you ready for this one? Wide receiver, top of your screen. Wyatt's going to step back from the line of scrimmage eventually. Not this play, but Holloway is taken down. Oh, they had that play read all day.
Holloway taken
nice
down
pursuit. That's big number 94 again.
94 Barnes.
Doug Barnes has been in all the action defensively for the Force tonight, and got to look at his tackle right here.
Yeah, Barnes is 2nd to the team in interceptions, and right there, not much of a block by Jamie Epps. Didn't help his buddy out, Holloway, and Barnes able to make the play. Making Barnes look good, too.
Well, watch for it, though, as John Wyatt, the quarterback, line up way on the other side of the field at the wide receiver position.
So what do you think? End around, pitch to him?
I think you're going to have,
yeah,
I think you're going to have the backward pass to him and then another forward pass downfield. It sets it up, though. Actually, now the backs are split for the first time on 2nd and 13.
Nice play.
This is the give to Epps. Epps spinning. Just shy of the 40-yard line. We'll give him a gain of about 11 on the play. 3rd and short.
Epps,
nice play.
And
again, you mentioned the backs being split back there. Different look for the Force.
3rd and short coming up for the Mavericks.
Takes it up. One stiff arm gets past the guy, and can't quite see right there, but he gets about 5 to 6 yards on that carry.
What?
5 to 6, 5.5.
Okay. Oh yeah, there it is. I thought. Practice. Okay. So yeah, so it's 7. About 7 yards.
The jackpot is up to
3rd down, 5.
$146. Everybody, only $1 per ticket. Again, the drawing will be held at the end of the 3rd period.
Pot,
well, you need to, you know. And Jamie Epps previously with the Lake County Vikings and the Chicago Thunder. Number 3 tackler on the team. So a lot of these guys on the Mavericks going both ways in terms of playing offense and defense.
They're down 5 yards to go. There's a quick pitch to Kane. He's got 1st down yardage, almost breaks a tackle near midfield. And finally, Kane comes down with it. And let's hope he's all right.
Down yardage to Kane.
Oh, okay, just catching a breather there. He wasn't moving for a second, didn't know. But a nice play by Kane. And good throw under pressure by Jennings. Kane busts it up for a couple of more yards. And a late hit right there by Barnes. That call kind of laying in on him a little bit.
Well, you mentioned the throw by Jennings. Nicely done. He felt the pressure coming and just threw a bullet to Kane. Hit him right in the numbers and 1st down the result. So some positive yards finally for the Mavericks. So approach midfield. Go ahead.
Talking about guys that are playing both ways. Kane, if I had mentioned earlier, 2nd on the team in tackles as well. So, and this guy didn't play any ball after high school, so keeping it real.
Jennings, the quick hit to Epps, and he's upended. Gain of about 1.
On the carry.
You know, right now, the Mavericks are moving slowly, but guess what? They're moving.
Yes.
And that's the best thing you can say all day in terms of their offensive progression is the fact that we can actually say there is some offensive progression this time.
And they're doing a nice job mixing up their play selection, too. Passing, running, passing, running. This on 2nd and 9, most likely going to be a passing play. Actually, they gave him about a half yard, so 2nd and a long 9 here.
And a completed pass at that. So a little bit more energy. The guys on the sidelines for the Mavericks are standing, not sitting, so they're into the game. So again, everybody from the Mavericks A little bit more upbeat, a little bit more enthusiastic, and a little bit more energy. About 4 minutes left here in this quarter.
Jennings with the hard count and the long step now. Heaves one up far side. And that's going to be through the hands of defensive back.
Ponzo, Mike Ponzo. Oh, Ponzo's going to be kicking himself if his teammates don't get to him first. He had that one all to himself.
I think George Carpenter would have had that one. Oh,
but you know, sometimes those are the hardest ones. Those are the hardest ones to catch. Sometimes when you're all by yourself, you're waiting endlessly for the ball to fall down.
It's TV4. You want to, step it up. Showtime here.
We're in excess of $140 in the jackpot here.
But I tell you what, Mike Ponzo's not one guy I want to mix it up with. This guy is a U.S. Navy SEAL. So I'll be talking about how he missed that one from the safe confines of up here, not on the field. Got a couple of military guys playing here today. Mike Ponzo for the Force, and I believe Dyra Christensen for, Ponzo, yeah, for the Force, and
yeah,
somebody else for the Maverick team.
Good evening.
I'll get that to you in a little bit.
Nicely done.
Delnor Graves, part of Operation Desert Storm. It's defensive back number 2 for the Mavericks.
They're down 10 yards to go. Jennings pumps. Now Jennings steps up and heaves the far side. Has number 86 open. First down yards near the 34-yard line.
Jennings pass.
Fighting himself to catch the ball. Number 86 pulls it down. And a nice play by Jennings. Very poised in the pocket. Stepped up. Didn't run out. And gets that knee down, which is important. I don't think he had both feet in, but I think if you get one knee down, it's the equivalent of having 2 feet in the pros. So
right. Bobby Jennings coming in and supplying a little bit of energy to this offense here in the second half. Done a nice job. The pump fake worked nicely. Froze the defense there momentarily, and then the non-roster player, number 86.
Yeah, Jennings is getting a little bit better blocking than Wyatt got in the first half. And again, they're not doing a run and shoot right now, so that helps a little bit. But I think what Jennings has brought to the team right now is some confidence and poise. He showed a lot of poise in that last play, and your team kind of feeds off of that. And right now they're moving forward, and they're only 30 yards away from a score, John.
There's the pitch. Ahmad Holloway.
Pitch to Holloway, brought down immediately by Butkus.
Butkus on the tackle right
nice
there.
Spike, baby. That was like a spike discus throw. That's the wrestler drop kick.
Is it the fence wrestler? What happened to the Chiefs kid over there with the boat? He's gone, isn't he?
I think that guy's wearing his cross-trainer shoes there. Wrestling, football. Show a little track for him there with the shot put discus spike of the football. Good look at the Force defense, led by Mike Butkus on that last charge. Playing the spot that, I believe one of his, Zach Butkus, excuse me. Playing the spot that Dick Butkus made so famous here in Chicago,
Indeed.
Middle linebacker.
Indeed. Second down, and we'll call it 13.
Actually, he's on the line right now, so this guy's Butkus is pretty versatile.
Affirmation in the pitch, and they're going to try to reverse. And that could be a disaster. And they need to pick that up instead of trying to score 6.
Patton had touchdown all in his mind.
His eyes are like sauces on that one. You know that.
He wanted to do a little Dion high step towards the end zone. He had it all planned out, man. He's going to do a little shake, a little shimmy, high step it, dance, Billy White Shoes Johnson, anything. He had it all going.
And that is the end of the third quarter of play with the score.
We've completed 3 quarters of play here at Caesar Park in Crestwood. It's a 33-0 Force lead over the Mavericks. Back with fourth quarter action in a moment here on TV4.
12 deaths over 15 years.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
8 of them children.
The truth. I thought we were talking about a court of law.
For the first time on television,
somebody had to have seen what happened.
Pay-per-view delivers one of the best legal films in years.
So the only thing you'll accept is what they're not willing to give us.
John Travolta.
We let them get away with murder.
A civil action.
All right.
A compelling drama, easy to order on pay-per-view.
Weeknights at 11. Your best choice for sports news is CNN Sports Tonight with Fred Hickman and Vince Cellini. Together with the insiders at Sports Illustrated, Fred and Vince deliver all the day's sports news and highlights in just a half hour. Join Fred and Vince on Sports Tonight, weeknights at 11 on CNN.
Fourth quarter action just about to get underway. The Mavericks trying to get on the scoreboard. They've been blank so far through 33-0. The Force of Illinois lead. And they're facing a third down and forever situation.
Yes.
Third and, 30?
Give or take.
A deep drop and a screen going to be set up. And over the head of number 86. I tell you what, there's a lot of running room because the whole line came through that time.
Yeah. I think Jennings knows it, too.
Yeah.
You saw when his fist clenched in the air, so he realized that number 86 had clear sailing at least for about 15 yards for anybody who would be close enough to make a tackle. So they're going to go for it. Fourth quarter, obviously, this is no surprise here at midfield. The furthest that the Mavericks have penetrated into. And the good point is, exactly as George Carpenter lets us know, they actually held the Force to 3 points in the third quarter. And they have nothing else. That's the most positive thing they've done today.
When I shot that, and then they controlled the ball for most of that quarter as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, a lot of good play calling by the Mavericks. Just that fumble there.
Jennings back to throw on fourth down, and that's going to be as good as a punt if it's caught.
Well, with a play like that, you hope that everything's pretty much for you at this point. I mean, you're at midfield, you throw that pass, it's picked off, like you said, it's like a punt. If they're fortunate enough and he grabs it, maybe he's close enough for first down, or even better yet, interference is called and they get first down. So, but unfortunately, none of that happened for the Maverick, and the Force take over right about the 49-yard, their own 49-yard line. Jennings drops back, and again, you're looking for an interference call here or just something positive to happen. Nothing did, but I think the Mavericks can feel better about themselves this half than they did the preceding half. The defense has played well, played sound. Again, the 3 points were only given up because of the fumble off the punt by Kane. So.
Absolutely. And you got to like the way the offense responded to the quarterback change of Bobby Jennings coming in.
Exactly.
First and 10, Force from midfield. And the give on the flanker end around and a nice spinorama. That's to Poindexter, and he's taken down as he gets into Maverick territory. Gain of about 3 on the play.
Handoff into Maverick territory.
Dan Gertis on the tackle there, but a nice move, a nice run indeed by number 32 for the Force, Angelo Poindexter. And you see right there converging on the tackle, Gertis and Stiggers.
Second down, 7 yards to go.
Yeah, all that running around and only got 3 yards. So Maverick defense hunkering down. And again, Coach May has done an excellent job over the years coaching. We mentioned before back-to-back championships. And when we get back after this play, we'll have another little interesting tidbit about Coach May right after this.
Poindexter and Tavazian, the I formation on second down. And the man wide open in the flat. That's Davis. Davis breaks a tackle. Davis got running from inside the 10. Davis forced out of bounds just before Pater near the 3-yard line. And a gain of 44-yard line.
And we'll see. Good look at Davis right there. We'll catch on the replay exactly what has made Fletcher Davis the MVP offensive player in the league last year. Nice pass, takes it, goes inside the defender, and then just streaks down the sidelines and almost gets inside, and another saving tackle by a Maverick defender.
Congratulations are in order today.
Fletcher Davis, 6'3", 185, so a tall, big receiver.
Congratulations,
the kind that quarterbacks like to have on their team. And that's kind of the vogue thing right now for the NFL, is having tall receivers. You look at the Minnesota Vikings, the shortest guy in their receiving quartet, or excuse me, trio is 6'3". You got a 6'4".
In our feed, the 5
Moss.
Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
No problem. Just saying that the Force have big receivers, and that's kind of what you like to have.
Looking right and throwing left off the hands of Hank Daniels.
If Daniels had an opportunity to haul that one in again, I'm sure he would do so.
Well, Stolark doing a nice job. This is 2 consecutive throws. He's looked towards the right, then had the presence of mind to know what routes the receivers are running and hit him right in the hands that time. Unfortunately, the drop.
You know, one thing that set Joe Montana apart was his ability to know when to hit the guys at the right time. And Stolaric, although I'm not comparing him to Joe Montana, is doing that for the Force. You know, making the nice pass and letting your guy, who are the athletes, be athletic and have their athleticism move them down the field.
Second down, goal to goal from the 3. Poindexter and Tavazian, the I formation, a long count by Stolaric. Looking over defense, and the give is to the fullback, Tavazian, for the score.
Once again, Tavazian with his second touchdown on the day. And it may not look pretty when he gets the handoff, but it's nonetheless very effective.
39-0 Force with the conversion upcoming.
And Force once again showing indeed why they are a force to be reckoned with in the Midwest States Football League.
Nothing fancy there, just power football on the right side of the line, following the blockers in. And Tavazian, big guy in his own right, 6'1", 225. As the hole, the kick is good.
Oh, come on. The guy hit a 42-yarder earlier. Was there any doubt at all?
I had a little bit of doubt because he hooked it a little bit.
46 to go in the fourth quarter.
Those shorts are way too high.
You know,
sorry.
We need to get down there and talk to him about that. This is going into the millennium. We don't wear shorts like that any longer.
20 years ago, maybe. But
unless you're John Stockton or Isaiah Thomas, you just can't get away with that kind of stuff. But to get back to that interesting tidbit about Coach Mark May from the Mavericks,
yes,
he was the last person on the Minnesota Viking team to wear number 88 during the regular season. Now, what famous person wore 88? Number 88 for the Vikings.
Give me a.
George Carpenter guessed Randy Moss, and seeing as how he just got into the league last year, he's wearing 84. It's not Randy Moss.
Did he play for the Bears?
This man, yes, he did. He played for the Bears, but he did not wear the same number for the Bears.
Well, I know it.
Prefix number was the same, but the suffix number, that was a little different.
Now, part of our fine justice system.
Yes.
I guess I have to announce the winner now.
One of Minnesota's
the Purple
favorite
People
sons.
Eaters.
Yes.
Big number 88, Alan Page.
There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen.
There you go. Alan Page was indeed the last man to wear number 88 for the Minnesota Vikings. Excuse me, had the number retired. Mark May, however, was the last man to wear number 88 in a regular season game.
The jackpot of $80.50 is Alex.
40-0, our score. The Force of Illinois going to cruise to their 5th victory of the season. The Mavericks on their way to their 4th defeat.
Well, interestingly enough, for the Force right now, it's where do we go from here? They won last year's Mid-States Championship, 12-3, and the Force of Illinois, they're entering their 12th season with an overall team record of 135 wins and 34 losses. Now, that's a winning percentage of about 80%.
Beautiful.
Okay, now they're part of a newly restructured league, which is named, as I mentioned before, the Mid-States Football League, the MSFL.
How long has the MSFL been around?
It's newly formed, so this is their first.
Oh, the first year.
Right. Actually, I believe this is their.
Well, let's see.
Their second year, but it's newly restructured.
Okay.
So,
okay.
But they play a 14-game season, and they're playing their home games here in Crestwood. So if you have an opportunity to come out here and support this team, I'm sure they would appreciate your support.
Absolutely.
And come out and do that. See, you're here at Caesars Park. Nice pass, wide open. Oh, right over his shoulder, and John, the play was there.
That was definitely there. Just Wallace didn't know which way to turn around. It's kind of like a center fielder going back for a ball. You don't know which way to go, and that time the throw was right on the money. Jennings laying it out nicely for Wallace, but just could not come down with it.
Good look right there. Like to see the guys talking to the kids, being good role models.
Yeah, nice atmosphere tonight around Caesars Park here in Crestwood. Come on down. We're at 141st and Kenton, just a bit east of Cicero, and directly south of Hawkinson Ford Field in Crestwood. So come on down. Still plenty of football left to be played here this season.
Yeah, good family atmosphere, and as you mentioned, reason being, most of these guys are family men, you know, and they're out here, they're doing it for the love of the game, as we've said time and time again, and a lot of good-natured play on both ends.
And the handoff is to Holloway. Game about 5 again. Yeah, then the upcoming schedule for the Force next Saturday, the 21st, against the Evansville Panthers. That's a 5:30 kickoff. Then they go down and they play the Chicago Panthers in the city. It's at Gately Stadium, so if you want to be one of those rabid fans that join them on the road, head down to Gately Stadium on the 28th. Then Labor Day weekend, a bye. And they're back here the 11th of September against the Chicago Panthers at 5:30. Then the St. Louis Stallions come running into town on the 18th of September. And then their final home game against the Badger State Vikings on the 2nd of October. And all home games here at Caesars Park are 5:30 kickoffs. So come on down and support the Force of Illinois.
And a force they are indeed.
And you'll see some pretty good football as well. First place team off to a 5-0 start in the Mid-States Conference.
Yeah.
Signal is
2-0 conference record
against the Mavericks.
So.
I tell you what, Crestwood getting it done as far as the minor league sports are concerned.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the Cheetahs right over here, right next door. And are they a pretty successful team for the most part?
They're having a rough time of it this season, but the attendance has really picked up since their move from Will County 2 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, and that I think the couple of times we went out there, we not too much support there from the fans, no. But with this nice stadium, and again with this great atmosphere, family atmosphere in the Crestwood area, it's bringing a lot more people out.
There's the give to Holloway around the left side. Holloway turning it upfield. Holloway with running room. First down yardage across midfield and stopped near the 45-yard line.
I think Holloway's appreciating the play calling here a lot more so than he did in the first half. First half, they were trying to bang Holloway up the middle, and it just wasn't happening. At 5'8", 170, 180 or so, it's just not his type of game to go up the middle. But you get him to the outside, he's a lot more effective, as you saw in that last play, John.
Well, and the way that they were setting up, they're lining up in the shotgun offense, they could do nothing but run up the middle in the first half. So they went back to the strengths of Holloway and the players that do have on the field. Let the man go outside, give him a pitch on the run. Let him fly. 40-0 our score. I have absolutely no idea what time is on the clock right now.
Yeah, looks to be about
the glare coming down.
4 minutes or so left here in the fourth quarter. But again, it's pretty hard to tell with the glare.
1st and 10, Mavericks from the 43-yard line. Jennings, the handoff. And going nowhere was number 26, Torrey Scott.
Scott on the handoff.
Scott, 5'9", running back, 200 pounds out of Robert Morris. And his hometown, making his home in Justice, Illinois. So a lot of these guys from up north on the Maverick team. Hoffman Estates, Aurora, Niles, Mount Prospect, Streamwood, just to name a few. Whereas the Force, team a lot more southern. Southern located, obviously, here in Crestwood. And a lot more schools that you and I are probably more so familiar with. And again, maybe some of these guys people are familiar with. Big Vince Brown played at Ridge South, so our TV4 viewers may be familiar with his exploits.
And the exploits of the line continue.
Flags down on the field.
No sudden movements. 6 minutes remaining here, fourth quarter play. The Force of Illinois cruising to a 40-0 lead, and the obvious victory here.
We've got, for the offensive line on the Force, we've got Steve LaVille. He played at Bremen High School.
Now that is a great cut. Let's get a profile right there. Oh, we missed him.
5-yard offside penalty on the Force. Still second down for the Mavericks.
Dave Connell on offensive line for the Force, number 79, big 79, left tackle. He is out of Andrew High School. So, I mean, you know, a lot of schools that we're familiar with. And this quarterback, Stelaric, played at Providence. And we are very familiar with Providence and how well a team and just how exceptional a team they've been in football for the last several years. Pretty much the team of the 90s, I'd have to say, in terms of football here in the state of Illinois, along with Mount Carmel.
Yeah, definitely. Offsides the call against the Force, 2nd down and 5, and the reception by number 86, our non-roster guy. But no gain on the play.
Down immediately by Ponzo.
Ponzo, Navy SEAL, sniffed that one out.
Where's Pons? Dissipato and Ponzek back for another year of sports speed, unfortunately, right?
Yeah, another year. At least another half year, as far as we know.
Yeah.
So.
My gosh.
So.
And when is their first program air?
Next, not the Monday after next, George? Not this one, but the next Monday, I believe. Yeah, so that's the 23rd.
So like it or not, TV4 fans, football season is here, and you're going to get the full dosage of Trouble, Sullivan, / Morgan, and Beto and Ponzek. It's good to be back, though.
It's always good to be back.
Holloway around the corner, trying to break it upfield. He's got a first down. And near the 25-yard line.
Good run by Holloway. That's been the most effective play for him. Again, right to the outside, pitch to the left side, left side of the offense, right side of the defense. And Holloway likes that as he gets up, ready for some more. And the score, 0-0 over at Hawkinson Ford Field. So we don't know who the Cheetahs are playing, but and we don't have our pocket schedule with us of who the Cheetahs are going up against.
3:40 remaining on the clock, Glenn, and this is a drive for pride by the Mavericks.
Yes, about 3:40 left.
They've been goose egg so far through the better part of 4 quarters. Holloway breaking a tackle and taken down right at the line of scrimmage. Nice pursuit by the defense. Big number 76, Brian Capetta in there in the tackle.
Holloway on the handoff, brought down by 76 Capetta and 52 Holmes for the Force.
So the Mavericks down 40-0. Want to put some points on the board here in the final 3 minutes.
Yeah, and it's up to the Force right now to see where their pride lies as well. I mean, are they going to give up some points? Are they going to be kind and gentle Force? Are they going to be as stingy as they've been in the last 3 quarters and make sure that the score remains a goose egg? And that's a lot of pride for the defense if they can keep a team without scoring, and definitely pumps them up. And they've been a very efficient defense all night.
2nd down and 11. Ball on the 25-yard line. Backs are split. And Jennings is back to throw. Deep drop. Heaves the middle. He's got his man open. And a nice defensive play by the offensive receiver, breaking up that interception as Charles Rainey was there, ready for the pick.
Broken up by 20.
And Rainey, although he couldn't get the catch right there, he was broken up by number 86.
Bring up 3rd and
kind of gave him a little shoulder too, though. He's okay. I'm not going to get the interception here, but if you're going to knock me,
got a shoulder.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning. With the score of the Force 40,
now
the Mavericks nothing.
Here from the PA announcer, 2-minute warning. Cheering squad. Do that. You hear that? Force cheerleaders right there. Nice round of applause.
Nicely done.
Who says everyone can enjoy football? Not me.
George, it may be early in the season, but the fans have decided they wanted to egg us here this afternoon. I don't know. You can get a good look at the press box here. I don't know if there's been a superfan sighting in Crestwood or what, but what's taking you so long? I mean, wow. 2 minutes remaining, 4th quarter of play. The Force of Illinois going to go to 5-0 on the season, and the Mavericks from Chicago will fall to 1-4.
Yeah, owner-coach Howard Huntington doing an excellent job here to have his team prepared. You saw exactly what the offense can do. Running back by committee, if you will. Not that they have to, but they just show you the kind of depth that the Force has here when they can throw a Mowry at you and a Bachman and also a Davagian, touchdown maker as well inside the goal line. Stolaric, consistent running of the offense. Pinpoint passing, 10 touchdowns on the season with only 1 interception. When you got that kind of efficiency for offense and you've got the type of hunker-down, hard-nosed defense that the Force have, it's no wonder that they are 5-0, and a lot of that's a testament to Howard Huntington and his coaching staff.
And there's a delay to the running back, Torrey Scott. And you heard everybody saying draw, 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 defense all over it.
And just the Force unyielding right now, an unyielding Force indeed, defensively.
Yeah, that was a loss of about 2 yards on the play.
Yeah.
Look at that. Okay, now here comes John Wyatt back into the game. He's going to line up at receiver, I think, or somewhere. Watch for some sort of trickery here on fourth down.
Try that trick play you were talking about earlier.
I mentioned before in the third quarter didn't happen. I'm sticking to it. I'm hoping that now perhaps their final play of the afternoon is going to be something of the trick variety. Let's see.
In the words of Krusty the Clown, they're due, huh?
Yeah, they're due.
You're right. Wyatt, to the near side.
Bottom of your screen. Wyatt, and see, they give him plenty of room. Jennings under center, and the snap. Wyatt. Oh, he's sacked. 71 in there on the blitz.
Butkus.
Oh, man, Zach Butkus.
Back is to throw his sack.
And that's going to do it.
71 Butkus. The Force take over.
And what a response by this Force defensive unit, Glenn. Coming out and putting a stop on them when they, after that first down play, they went nowhere but backwards on 4 consecutive plays from scrimmage.
Exactly.
Nice job.
We talked about the pride and which team pride was going to rise to the forefront, and obviously the Forces did. They didn't want a point to be allowed at all in this game, and Zach Butkus, exemplary play defensively, shows you exactly what the Force is all about, and this guy was Defensive Player of the Year in 1998, and with tackles like that, it's no wonder why.
Now the Force leading 40-0, going to do nothing but run the clock out here. Poindexter on the carry, gain of about 2.
Poindexter on the carry, pick up of a couple. There was a flag down on the play, however.
You know, that's probably the first, maybe the second flag this whole second half. We really haven't had very many infractions at all, as opposed to the first half where, you know, for a while there, about every play was an infraction. Thought maybe 2 or 3 this whole half. And the Mavericks, well, you know, they're 1-4 right now after today's loss, but again, I think they learned a little something about their team in terms of their attitude and their desire to compete. These gentlemen did not give up after being down 30-0. They came out here and they held the Force to 3 points in the third quarter and only 7 points here in the fourth quarter. And but more importantly, they moved the ball offensively and may have found some type of confidence in their quarterback positioning with Jennings back there.
Yeah, the second half definitely something to build on for the Mavericks. As the reception to Eric Potempa. And Potempa, that's familiar. Where's he from? Potempa familiar. Where's he from?
Andrew High School.
I thought that name sounded familiar.
So, just like you mentioned, guys out here in the South Side are familiar with some of these players. They've watched them in their high school years, or at least read about them in the Star newspaper in the South Towns.
That's going to do it for our ball game here this evening. A 40-0 victory by the Force of Illinois. They improved to 5-0 on the season, and as you mentioned, the Mavericks will fall to 1-4. And if you're looking for more exciting semi-pro football action here in Crestwood, come on out. Plenty of home dates still available the next couple weeks here in Crestwood, and the season, the last home game of the season, October 2nd. So come on down and join the Force of Illinois as they put a quality product here on the field, Glenn.
Yeah, unfortunately, the University of Illinois, who share the same colors, can't quite play as dominating as the Force of Illinois has. But the Force of Illinois, again, Coach Howard Huntington, excellent job he and his coaching staff have done getting this team together. You saw just how well they executed both offensively and defensively. And for Coach May, for the Mavericks, you know, a lot of work to be done. They see where they're at right now. They know there's a lot of work to be had. And again, the more time these guys can put into it, the better that they can become. The Force, running attack, something to be reckoned with. Stelarnik, right at the quarterback position. And we look forward to seeing this team probably winning another mid-states championship. And if you want to know more about the Force, www.endzoneshots.com/force/Force. That line there and history.html. So that's pretty much it. Great game if you're a Force fan. John?
That's going to do it from Caesars Park for our producer-director, George Carpenter, the rest of the TV4 crew, along with my partner in crime this afternoon, Glenn Morgan, John Traub, saying so long from Crestwood. We'll see you in a couple weeks right here on TV4.